you can't stop time, but you can't stop the hands. It's
It's
kind
fun
of
and quirky
insane,
and weird, yeah.
but it shouldn't. I mean, it's really amazing. Hey, WatchTime community, we are at Watches and Wonders together with the team from Germany and the USA. Hey guys,
Hey.
how are you? How is the impression of the fair so far?
Well, who wants to start? I mean,
Jump.
overall, if I may, I usually am the first one to say that in times of a downturn, the industry reacts with more conservative releases. And I'm very, very, very happy to say that I could not have been more wrong. We have seen incredible, brave releases from a lot of brands here, which I did not expect.
That's true. At least some of the brands are really have to dig in deep to bring something
Yes.
exciting.
Big news.
Amazing. So I would say just like jump straight in with the watch or the brand everyone talks about, of course, it's Rolex, the land dweller.
Well,
Yeah, strange name because you have obviously the sea dweller, you had the sky dweller, now you have the land dweller. So some people think of what will the next be. I heard that Rolex has actually reserved another name, a fourth name with something with dweller. But obviously the techniques behind is very the new escapement is very important. So, and of course, I mean, we have seen different escapements over the years, but Rolex that do more than a million more than a million watches in a year. So when they do something like this and it's completely industrialized, that's really another level than if maybe a watchmaker does 1,000 or a few hundred watches with a new movement. So
It's
really
bulletproof, kind
yeah,
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
7 years in the making, and I think close to 30 patents.
Yeah.
Which brings me to, it's amazing that this watch didn't get leaked earlier. We did have a
Even
little bit
before-
of a leak like 2 weeks ago when
Yeah.
someone released some PDFs, but all in, that's 7 years that they managed to keep it on the wrap, so that's impressive.
It really is. And I think not only, like from the technical standard, but also like really design. And I think the bracelet, it's quite nice. It really is very wearable. It's very nice.
It's interesting because it's new from almost every perspective. From the case, the bracelet and everything. The bracelet is really pretty nice and cool. And it's interesting that they position it as a dweller among its sport watches, but it really seems to fit more among like the Datejust family. But I think it'll be popular nonetheless.
Glad we're in the YouTube studio. Please meet staff.
Well, that happens on the fair. But yeah,
It's live.
amazing. There is, of course, a lot to talk about Rolex, but I think we jump to another brand. Let's talk about the Vacheron Constantin Solaria, which is with 41 complications now the most complicated wristwatch. Have you guys seen it?
I saw it kind of rotating in its
Yeah.
vitrine, but that's it. They don't let you get much
No,
closer
it's very
to it. But it's
one of a kind.
it's the kind of watch that you really need to dig into a lot to really understand like how many complications was it? 41?
41.
Yeah. So it's incredibly impressive and incredibly cool for them to keep doing stuff like this.
Another impressive world record, and it's their 10th world record, is from Bulgari, who is now the first time at the fair. Really exciting for them. They have a great booth, of course, and they showed the 10th world record with the Bulgari Octo Finissimo Ultra Tourbillon. Oof, long name.
That's the 10th world record in 11 years. So that's really amazing. So the whole watch is 1.85 millimeters high only. It's incredible. And you have those two crowns on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, for setting the time and for winding up the movement, which is a hand-wound movement. But you cannot do it by hand. You have to put it inside a special tool which they deliver. And yeah, it's really an amazing piece.
Yeah.
And it does help Bulgari to be recognized as a serious watchmaker.
Yes.
And I think that's also the main
Absolutely.
reason why we have the watch. Personally, I think we have seen quite a lot of ultra thin watches. I think it does make sense if it really helps to make a watch more elegant, but if it becomes just for the sake of being thin, I think that's where the most complicated watch suddenly has a different flavor.
Yes, definitely. And it's even the movement. I mean, it's cost certified and has a 50 hours power reserve. So for that, it's very impressive. Straight on the other side of the Bulgari booth is Tag Heuer, who shows, of course, their theme of the year, which is Formula One. If you don't heard it yet, you know it, and you do know it now. And they, of course, revisited their iconic design with a new modern idea.
The solar graph, correct?
Yeah.
Which is incredibly cool. Like everybody loved the Kith collaboration. I've not yet got to see it this year, but Roger, I think, did get to spend a lot of time.
I've spent a lot of time with that watch. I wrote about it already. It's going to be in the cover story of the upcoming issue. It's much nicer than the original, and maybe that's where I'm a bit biased. I am from the 80s. That's something. I'm too close. I don't want to go back there, and I'm very grateful that Tag Heuer managed to make it slightly bigger, and it's a much more serious watch than it has ever been before. Obviously, I'm more into mechanical watches, so the solar graph is not something that immediately catches my eye. But I think especially, and I think that's where the watch is also targeted at, if you're a younger audience that is not as biased as I am towards mechanical watches versus non-mechanical watches, that's a great entry point into the world of Tag Heuer.
I also think it's been a big step that you don't see the solar panels anymore on the dial, because some years ago almost nobody wanted to buy a solar watch, but now where you can hide it, so the designers are freer than before, and it's a good thing, and you see that also with the solar graph.
Yeah, it's impressive. Let's come from like a very fun watch to a very design watch, and I think you like it a lot, the Cartier Privé Tank à Guichet.
Well, yeah, I look forward to the Cartier Privé stuff every year. It's basically a highlight every year, and they do something so cool every single year, and they do it so well. They take something from their archives and they kind of stay very close to it, but make it something new and special. And the Tank Guichet, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing, is it's just another incredibly cool example. I think the original was from 1928. Is that right?
I have not had a chance to see it, so don't look at me.
Yeah, but it's something around that time.
Yeah.
We will fact check it.
It's very cool. And they have several models, and one is what they're calling oblique, that has kind of an off-centered what do you call it? Display. But have you seen it yet? Or?
Not live
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm really excited as well, especially for the limited edition. It's really looks really nice. Another refresh was also from Chopard in the Luc collection, the Luc Quattro. They have now a 9-day power reserve thanks to 4 barrels. Did everyone see it?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. And not just that. I think Chopard, usually associated with very elegant pieces, has never been as technical as cool as they have been this year. With the new high frequency, I'm blown away by that one. Plus the power reserve that you mentioned, but also the Alpine Eagle in Platinum.
Yeah.
Something that we will always be able to dream about, but not afford, or where it's really substantial on the wrist. But this brand has never been so cool. And I think that's also how we see Junior slowly taking over and bringing in his influence. So it's a very good thing to see.
Yeah, it's really amazing. It's kind of like, like a underdog that is so well known in other regions that is like really coming up to light. As well, we have the Grand Seiko Spring Drive, which has a new caliber, and they are saying it's the most accurate mechanical timepiece on the market today.
I saw it yesterday. Yeah, this is another highlight of the show for me for sure. It's yeah, it's incredible. It's how many? I think it's 20 seconds per year. I think
It's
correct?
25.
25 seconds per year.
Yeah. No,
And-
even 15, I think. It was even lower than that.
Anyway, it's like
Yeah.
quartz or better than a lot that and it's just incredibly cool to see Grand Seiko keep doing that. It's small and like highly wearable. It looks great, kind of both sides. Grand Seiko also had some other very cool things, but we can maybe talk about that stuff later.
Amazing. Before we come to an end, is there any watch you would like to talk about now?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just one?
Not just one.
No, but
No, not just one. But I have to admit, I'm a great fan of Parmigiani. So every year I go there and have a big expectance, and I talked to Guido Terrini, who has done an amazing job over the years, I think, yesterday, and I was especially blown away by the new perpetual calendar, because the theme that Parmigiani has been playing on is the minimalism, so to speak. So they have done I've never seen a perpetual calendar where you see so much of the dial. So you have two small sub-dials, but you can see very much of the dial because it's rather reduced. It's very reduced. So with a fantastic technique and design that goes hand in hand, I really can recommend that piece.
amazing. Roger.
Well, we agreed on that I wouldn't be doing I second that, but in this case, I really have to. I'm not so sure about the ceramic chronograph that they've introduced. I'm not sure if that's a fit with the material, but the Toric from last year has been one of my, by far, favorite watch releases ever, and the new perpetual calendar. I've seen the blue dial version, but there's also a rose gold version that I have not seen. So I have to go back. Stunning pieces, absolutely stunning.
It's true. You don't even know that you are having a perpetual calendar in front of you.
Yes.
That's really impressive. Then any watch for the end?
I would mention the Hermes. It was a really fun meeting with them, and I was really surprised last year by the cut, and I think Hermes was also surprised that a lot of men liked it, because I think it was positioned from their perspective as a women's watch. And this year they came back with it's larger. I think it's maybe 39 millimeters, and they use their temps suspendu, with apologies to every French speaker. It's a complication that they've been known for before, but it's just cool. First of all, to see it in this form, it's cool to see them building on the excitement over the cut, and it makes me kind of excited for more cut watches.
Amazing.
To begin with, and it's perfect fit for.
No, they are really as well one of the brands who are really trying to showcase their watchmaking on an excellent level. I mean, the idea of you can't stop time, but you can stop the hands. It's
It's
kind
fun
of
and quirky
insane,
and weird,
but it shouldn't. I mean, it's really amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think we all have had to the next appointment. So where are you guys heading now?
Chanel.
Chanel.
I really need to check my phone. I have no idea. I'm just glad I made it here in time. So I'm not this.
Yeah. And guys, this is like really a problem at the fair. Without our phones, we would be lost because it's so many appointments.
And it's a lot of walking.
That's
we all
true.
get our steps in.
Chanel
we
is
get
as far as it could be from here.
Not much sleep, so I don't. My tracker always says I sleep too less, but I have a crown on my activity level. So that's 2 more days to go. Thank you guys for talking.
Thank you.
Thank you for the community. And if you want to see all the novelties, you can head to watchtime.com for all the US content and the English content, and to watchtime.net for the German content. Bye.